The head of the World Health Organization says the Nasser Hospital in southern Gaza is no longer functional. Tedros Ghebreyesus says nearly 200 patients are still trapped in the facility, at least 20 of whom need urgent medical attention. We'll now speak to Dr. Ahmed al-Moghrabi, who's the head of the plastic surgery and burns department in Nasser Hospital. Dr. al-Moghrabi, you're joining us now from Rafah. I understand that you managed to evacuate from al-Nasser Hospital earlier this week. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, thank you. Actually, I considered myself lucky, actually, to manage to escape from this death-shack point. Invading the hospital, as all of you know, it is a real genocide. It is a genocide. Invading the hospitals, it is a genocide. I can't really, there is no words to describe you about the horror that we were facing, me and my staff and my family and all people, my patients, that night. It is a real horror. What was happening? I'm shouting, we are screaming since long time, and I'm telling you, and I asked the leaders of this world, how many videos do you have to see us killing, seeing this real genocide happening in front of your eyes, and nothing, just silence. They arrested all medical staff at the Nasser Hospital. All the medical staff. I'm lucky because I escaped, but they arrested everybody. There were a horrible torture that night. That was beginning at 1:30 a.m. Thursday. I was at the third floor, where is my family also staying. We heard lots of quadcopter all around the Nasser, over our heads at Nasser Hospital. They were asking us to evacuate the hospital immediately. Then I realized that something will happen. After this, exactly around like 2 a.m. Thursday, I heard very big explosions. They bombed the third floor where I'm staying with my family. They bombed the orthopedic department. I took my phone. I captured a video. I recorded some videos for the dead bodies. It was full smoke, injured people. It was like a chaos. It's like a Judgement Day. Everybody running there and there. I changed my scrub. I wear my clothes, and I took my family, and I ran away from the hospital with some of medical staff. And at the gate of the hospital, about 50 meters, there was a checkpoint with tanks, with dogs, with Israeli soldiers, and they were checking everybody who actually he went from the hospital outside. There were special cameras. At this time, can you imagine that it is night and cold? Children were screaming. You know, patients, I have elderly patients who couldn't walk with me.
Dr. Moghrabi, it's difficult to...
At nurse Rami. Yeah.
It's difficult to comprehend how this is... I can hear you and listening to your stories. It's difficult to comprehend how this is allowed to happen. But you were mentioning that they took all your colleagues. Can you just clarify what's happened to your colleagues at Nasser Hospital, and also what's happened to the patients there? The WHO seems to say that there are about 200 patients who are left inside the hospital. Do you have any information about their status?
Yes. Some of patients managed actually to evacuate the hospital, but the rest of the patients actually remained at ICU intubated, and they will face their fate. Maybe they passed away already. But we managed to get some patients from building to other building. We managed to move some patients from one building to other building, as the Israeli troop actually entered the hospital that night. They arrested all of the remnant medical staff. My colleagues who remained at the hospital, all of them actually were arrested. So there is a list for the medical staff, but this is not complete. I guess there are around 100. Beside me at the checkpoint, they took my nurse. They took my nurse beside me. and he took another nurse at my department with my assistant doctor. He's a GP doctor also. He was arrested, but their names not mentioned in the list. Lots of medical staff actually have been arrested.
What do you make then of the Israeli claims when they say that they raided al-Nasser Hospital because they're acting on intelligence without providing evidence, but they're acting on intelligence that the bodies of some of the Israeli captives might be there?
I guess now you know the idea of the IDF, and they are liars. They are liars. Maybe we have seen what they have done at Al-Shifa, at Indonesian hospital, Kamal Adwan. Actually, they attack all hospitals. Nasser Hospital is the main hospital here at Khan Younis, at south of Gaza. Do you think they need any reason to invade this hospital? What kind of reason? What kind of reason? They are liars. What kind of reasons? Just they want to they destroyed everything, everything. That's it. They want to destroy everything without any reason. They can say liars.
Are there any functioning hospitals left remaining in Khan Younis?
Still one only, EGH Hospital, European Gaza Hospital. This is the only hospital now remain functioning. But Nasser Hospital now out of service. It's not functioning hospital. It is real genocide. Just invading the hospital, it is a real genocide. If you don't speak about dead bodies, about arresting medical staff. So why they arrested medical staff about 100? Why? Tell me why. And by the way, they are beating them. My nurse was beside me, next to me. Okay, they were shaking us, and they took him, and they asked him actually to take off all clothes at midnight. It was cold, and take him. And I was listening to him. He was screaming there outside, inside. He was screaming because they used to beat him.
Dr. Ahmed al-Moghrabi, it's difficult to know what to say to you, but we'll have to leave it there. We thank you so much for coming on air with us and telling us what you've witnessed and what you've been through at al-Nasser Hospital. Thank you.